but you have to understand that a lot of these people up here probably wouldn't be in your classroom. And you expect them to fully comprehend what is happening. And they're like on the third grade level. You just let them in your box and let them speak. You'll see. It's like, what are you talking about? So that's how I got through it. I've been dragged on this app. Well, they tried to drag me. I didn't feel like, it was penetrate me because I have a thick skin and I can actually debate and defend myself. But it takes someone who is willing to have that conversation, and you have to understand a lot of people are not up here to have a real conversation. They're up here to rage farm so they can make money.
Yeah.
And so my thing is, what is it when you tell someone directly? And again, I'm my bad, y'all. I'm at work, so it's a little loud in the back. We on our lunch break. What's the? Yeah, here you got the fry. Mm-hmm. So
So
here's
Ray,
my.
oh my
Oh
bad.
my
Go
fault.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
So
ahead,
no,
Bella. Go
well,
ahead, Bella.
okay. So my thing is, what is it when you tell somebody directly, look, I ain't got no issues with you, I ain't gonna problems with you, and they go out their way to say, no, you do got a problem, and I'm just gonna drag you anyway, even after you made it clear you don't have a problem. What is that?
That's called rage farming, Bella. That's what it's called, rage farming. People, because you are who you are. I don't even think you have to have 100,000 followers for people to be threatened by you. It is just your presence alone. They like to rage farm. That's how a lot of these people got their platforms, rage farming, arguing with folks, disrespecting folks. And a lot of their followers align with being bullies. So it's just rage farming. And you can't stop a person who likes to rage farm. I've seen people say, yes, I start trouble up here just so that I can make money off of the drama. I don't like hate is such a simple hate is too simple for me. You got to dissect some of these behaviors, and it boils down to a lot of insecurities, a lot of broke people up here rage farming trying to make money, and a lot of hurt people who probably wasn't heard, who don't have family foundations, and they out here looking for family, and so they find family in rage farming. And you realize that, like, if you go on a live that's rage farming, they have like 100, like 1,000 people in it. But if you calmly talking about beauty, self-care, loving on each other, that you'll have like 200 people in here, if
If
that.
that. If that.
If that. That's what yeah. So you understand the audience, right? These people are coming in here so they can rage farm.
Hey
I
Ray,
can
you
go
remember when we in 2000, back when I first got on, when I first got in the debate circles and all that? You don't remember we used to say that, like, hey, let's just yell and scream real quick and watch how the numbers shoot up. At
yes.
that time, we were just joking and watching it happen. But now people are doing it seriously for it to happen. They're not joking anymore. They're talking about, yo, let's do a skit. We're literally making up drama, manufacturing drama to bring in the people.
Yes.
Not even manufacturing drama. They bringing up stuff that didn't happen last year. It's like, wait a minute. So
Because
you,
they're running out of skits.
man,
Yes. And they want you to respond. If you don't respond, they have nothing.
And you're running out of people to go at. So when you're running out of people to go at because you don't win at everybody, now you got to figure out how you're going to do this. So now my next move is, oh, I got to deal with last year's drama. Again, this goes back to what Ray was saying. This is why I like debate talk, because when you're uneducated, when your mental capacity is low and you can't get in this box and go bar for bar with me, stay away from me, because intellectually I know I can beat you. A lot of people, and I can learn from you too. And that's another problem that a lot of people have on this side of TikTok. Ain't nobody trying to learn nothing from nobody. They just want to argue, 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 because at the end of the day, your vocabulary ain't even big enough to go head to head with me.
That's right. You better read the thesaurus, because that's what you're gonna need.
You're gonna need it. You're gonna need to know what you're talking about. Your experience in life, no matter how old or young you are, a lot of you ain't experienced enough in life to go bar for bar with me. And that's a lot of their issues. The
That's
next
why
thing
it's
you want to
always a
bring
lot
up is
of
what a
them.
person look like. Well, you can't talk about what I look like. So you want to talk about what a person shaped like. So you can't talk about what I'm shaped like. So what's your next argument? Where can you battle me at mentally? And you can't. And that's their problem. You can't get with me mentally. Get with me mentally and we'll have a great discussion. And I can talk to you all day long.
They can't. That's why they come in groups. It's a lot of them. They
Meet
don't
some
they don't
ugly
come
groups too.
along because they need to like drown your voice out, and they need to rage from because they need to make money. But really, if they could just sit down and y'all could have a one-on-one, they couldn't handle it. I always welcome people in my box one-on-one and they never could handle me. Keys has seen it. I just eat you up alive and just call it a day without even
For
cursing.
sure. For sure. For sure. For sure.
And I go in their spaces sometimes just for fun to just to let them know.
The
And then I
boxes are open,
leave.
people, if y'all want to come up.
Hey everybody. Y'all
Hello.
all right in here?
Oh, we good.
For sure.
We
Morning,
just
good.
supporting. We just
Good
supporting
morning, good
Bella.
morning, everybody.
Good morning, Frankie.
Thank you, everybody. If
Hello.
you in here, if you can like the live, we appreciate it. Just keep tapping. Everybody's free to speak. Come up in the box. Open forum.
I just want
Box is definitely open.
that. I just kind of wanted to speak on the Diamond live this morning. Personally, myself, I feel like yes, you know what I'm saying. I'm glad other people are seeing it from my side and from our side on this. Like, I didn't feel like I did anything wrong, but I didn't want to, take away from anybody's feelings. And so if they felt like I did something wrong, then that's on them. But personally, I didn't feel like I did anything wrong. I still stand on it. Bella is my friend outside this app, and that is just something I'm not going to be cool with. I'm not going to sit in a space where Bella is being disrespected, unprovoked, when I know that she's not saying anything. I know that she's not doing anything. And so I'm just not going to be cool with anything like that. And that will roll for the same for Keys. That will roll for the same for MorganBrittany. These are my friends outside this app. So to me personally, I agreed with everything like Slim has said this morning and even last night, I believe it was. I agree with all of that. Like, hey, Diamond, Slim looks at Diamond as his auntie. And I understood what Slim was saying. Like, I'm not going to be in a space where my auntie is being disrespected because this is my family. And I understand that because that's how loyalty looks to me. So to me, we both had the same type of loyalty going on. Like, hey, if I say I mess with you, that's just what it is. And I'm not going to allow anybody to disrespect you. I'm going to remove myself because you're asking me not to say anything. And that's just what it is. So I'm going to remove myself. And I don't think that Bella is wrong for not wanting to go into a space where she's being disrespected. And I don't think that anybody who says, us as Bella's friends, I don't think we're wrong for not wanting to frequent that space either. I just don't believe that at all.
And
But that's
that's
my
what
No.
I
two
want to
cents on
speak on though, because the moment you apologize for saying something, it made it look like you was wrong. Why are you apologizing for saying, hey, I don't feel comfortable being here while my friend is being disrespected? You had no business apologizing because you're not doing nothing wrong. So that's where it caused confusion because it's like you're apologizing. So it came off like you was in the wrong. And that's why I was like, don't ever do that because they're not going to see the wrong in their actions. It just like it shifted blame.
I think also people have to determine what is loyalty to them. So if your expectation out of your followers or your supporters is that anytime you being spoken about that they must speak up, then you need to make that clear. I personally don't want that for people. I don't want that for myself. Like I wouldn't want, for my supporters to be going into lives arguing on my behalf. I just think that is way too stressful. It impacts people's mental health because what you're going to find is that people, that's going to just create bigger situations. Let people talk. I don't know if you heard this. I'm 46. So I grew up in a different time. Sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will never hurt you. And what our parents was teaching us then is that let people talk. We know words hurt, but let them talk because the more you go in these spaces trying to defend yourself and trying to defend people or defend these supporters, the more rage farming happens. I'm telling you, and it will never stop. I've been doing this for 3 years now. So let them talk. It's like, so what? Keep talking. I do not care what you have to say about me. You're not
And that
even a
is
person in
true.
my life.
Because Morgan, Keys, Frankie, they will tell you. Once I try to talk to you directly and I can't get through to you, I'ma just leave it alone. Cause at that point you're not trying to hear me. Your
Yeah.
mind is already made up, and now it is what it is. So when I just leave it alone, now is, oh, I'm too good. I'm nonchalant. Oh, I'm not a grown woman. I'm not willing to have a conversation. It's like, no, look at how you're behaving in this very moment when you're hearing it directly out of my mouth, and then I'm still being shut down. So at that point, what are you looking for?
An
So
argument.
and that right there, I'm not willing to do.
Hey
An
Bella, can you answer that
argument.
question right there in the comments so that they know? Because a couple people been saying what's going on because they don't know what's going on. Because somebody said, "Oh, this isn't court." So can you answer like to like lives and so
Yes,
he can
I
have
can
or
give
she
some
can have? Cause I can't see
context.
the thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
context. So today, Diamond, she hosted a live, and in the conversation, they talked about being in spaces where you're disrespected. So when that conversation came up, Hoover, Drop Queen, Slim, Tib, and I think a few other people was in the panel, but they was all pretty much saying that it's not okay to be sitting in a space while somebody you are associated with is being disrespected and you say absolutely nothing, or you're just sitting there engaging in the conversation with them. So you
Mm.
either going to leave the conversation or you're just going to say, hey, look, like what we doing? Because I gave the example with Ray. If I say I'm cool with Ray, but Morgan is sitting here allowing people in the comments to just come at Ray crazy. And I'm in here and I'm just watching it, and nobody's saying nothing. But Morgan claims she likes Ray, but she's seeing it happen and she's not saying nothing. It raises an eyebrow. Well, what's going on here? You don't got a problem with Ray, but you clearly see in these comments Ray is being dragged unprovoked. What's going on? So then to make me out to be the problem for speaking up for it, like, hey, like I'm just asking the question, what's going on? Why you keep doing that? Now I'm the problem. So that's what happened when it came to Frankie. Frankie addressed the situation that was happening in someone's life multiple times, because that's another thing that was misleading. Frankie saw that my name kept coming up unprovoked multiple times, and Frankie got tired of seeing it. And Frankie spoke up and said something. When Frankie did that, she was ostracized, she was disrespected, and she been getting problems ever since. And I was made out to be problematic because I was like, hey, look, I ain't got no issue with you. I can't handle being in the space, being disrespected unprovoked, because I don't put that type of energy out. I'm not going into people's spaces disrespecting them. So why would I sit back and get that type of energy in return? I'm cool. You good. If I see you somewhere else, I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna be cordial with you. But I just know over here, it's clear that that boundary's not there. Cool. I'm gonna move around. I'm not making you make a decision. I made a decision for myself. So it took the conversation today for everybody to hear how Diamond felt, how the people in the panel felt, that everything that happened with me and Frankie was in fact justified. So then the question was, well, why is it that it was received when Diamond said it? And Ray, she said it perfectly. Right message, wrong person. It wasn't received because it was coming from me. Why isn't it being received from me? That's a conversation for another day. But as of right now, it was just like I didn't know if I should like celebrate the full circle moment or if I just should like feel some type of way. Like, damn, like I'm really trying to understand what's the people issue with me. Why couldn't it be received from me? Why couldn't people hear me when I said it? Because we literally said the same shit, just a different person. So that's what was the conversation.
And here's this, Bella. Now Frankie stood up for you, and now she's being dragged, right? And it just never stops. And that's what I was saying. It's like it's good to have that type of loyalty, but I feel like as my friend, I wouldn't want to be my friend and be put in that situation. I would just suggest if she can't take it, just leave the room. It is so easy to go in a room and then leave out a room. You don't have to sit.
And that's where the conflict of interest came in because Frankie was modding over there.
And
So
she
I'm trying to help you in your space while my friend is being torn down over here. So
Nah, she has to decide where her loyalty lies, and if it lies with
and
me,
she did, and that's boom, shit don't kick the so wait, what you saying about Bella? What? And it's like, first of all, respectfully, I was already rocking with Bella, but I'm also watching Bella get disrespect unprovoked.
and
It
that's
don't
where
even
I
make
say
sense.
the comprehension. That's when I say it all falls down to comprehension. And when I say that, I really mean it. Because how can you not comprehend a person saying, I can't be in this space while you talking about my friend, so I'm just gonna step out and not mod for you anymore. I would anybody with in their right minds who can comprehend it, at the basic level would be like, all right, I respect that. Because I'm not gonna stop talking about Bella. So I'm just going you just go ahead and go. That's it. Like I don't some of this stuff is too this is simple stuff. Like you Frankie has a right to defend you, and she also has to know that defending you might mean that she might be dragged. That's just the facts. Coming out in this internet, like even me being in this space with you and talking the way I'm talking, I might be dragged later on. And I'm okay with that. And that's just how it works. This app is just toxic as hell. A lot of people haven't learned to communicate effectively.
So
And
here's the
everybody thinks that
question, right?
accountability
Why would
comes.
you get dragged for telling the truth? Because the way this week has been going, it's just like narratives is being painted and lies is being told. And I'm like, at this point, go to the bloggers. You don't gotta take nothing I'm saying in consideration. Don't take my word for it. Go to the bloggers. Don't take my word for it. Go to what Diamond just said. Now it's clips. You can't even argue it now. So what can you say now? Was I lying, or y'all just didn't want to hear it from me as I said it?
And they still gonna find a reason for you to be wrong. They just, I promise you.
Hey man, tap that
Some of
screen,
them,
yo. Don't just be
I
sitting
don't know
there.
who
The
you
hell?
talking
Tap the
about,
screen.
but what I find is if people are in this game or they content creators and their whole platform is about drama, you are never going to be able to reason with someone whose whole entire platform is about drama. They don't want to reason with you.
Correct.
You are content for them. So you looking for
Hmm.
somebody to sit down and make sense? They don't want to do that. They want to make you content. This happened to me 2 years ago. I went to the person probably was like, that's not what I said. I don't know where you got that from. I tried to speak to them. And then we had been like literally in each other's lives, talking, laughing for months. And somebody, all it took is for somebody to say I said something, and I did not even say it. And I went to them privately. They ignored all of it and they used me as content for almost a year. A
Now
year.
I got a question. You done, Miss Lady?
Hmm.
So my question is, for me personally, like I was just having this conversation with my homegirl the other day, and I told her, if you ever in a room and somebody dragging me, don't say nothing. Just come and let me know, like, hey, I don't think you should be around them. I don't think the people over there like you too much. Me personally, I don't like explaining to grown people what they doing wrong. So if I was mine for somebody and they dragging my homegirl, I'm finna just, hey, look, I'm out of here. I don't feel the need to explain to people why
Either.
I walked out of your life. And that could just be me, but I do that a lot.
I agree with you. I'm not telling you nothing. If you not I'm uncomfortable, so long deuces. That's it. They know what was going on. They knew that you are friends with her and they didn't, and that's what I'm saying. Like if you respect both parties, you wouldn't drag the other person in front of me. It's that you don't respect me. You want me to sit there and endure you disrespecting her knowing that we're cool. And that is not okay. You are requiring me to pick a side.
Right.
And I'm
But
gonna pick me every time.
a lot of people want an explanation. Cause I see people do get more angrier when you do just, bow out gracefully.
And
Like I'm
that's
not finna
exactly what I
argue
did.
with
Shit,
you.
I just bowed out. I'm not gonna make you choose a side
Oh
because I
yeah.
still fuck with you. So why am I about to feel some type of way about you when it's not your fault? You can't control what the next motherfucker got to say out their mouth, but I can
Mm-mm.
control what I endure. And that's
Yes.
the
Mhm.
main point that I've
Mhm.
been making this entire time. I'm not gonna sit back and just take being verbally abused unprovoked. If I was around here starting shit and on some back and forth, then it'd have been justified. But when I'm going about my business and leaving well enough alone, and you just want to be on some fuck shit, all right, I got to take a step back. I wish you well. So
Right.
to make me out to be problematic and I'm all types of this and that after the fact, it's like, well, damn, tell me how you
Girl,
really feel.
bro,
Tell me
I done
what's
had people chasing me through
like,
TikTok, okay, because I didn't
man.
want to argue with them. I mean, because I won't. I live by the three F's. You know, if you don't fuck, feed, or finance me, I could care less about how you feel or what comes out of your mouth because I don't. Everything don't need a response. That's just the way I feel. You really have to get up under my skin to get a nasty response, or get me to go back and forth with you on TikTok or anywhere in life. So that's just the way I feel. I don't respond to everything, even when people be rude. It don't bother me because obviously you got a personal issue with yourself. Even if you don't like me, I feel like that's a personal issue that they have.
And I can, oh, sorry, go ahead,
Oh, I'm
Frankie.
sorry.
No, go
I
ahead, Frankie.
I agree with everything you guys are saying. Just to give clarity, the reason I had apologized is because I really was apologizing to Bella because I shouldn't have said anything. So it was just kind of like, hey, you know what? If I didn't do this, this wouldn't have happened. But I also know that, hey, I'm not going to be in a space where my homie is being disrespected. So that's just kind of where I was at with it. But I still stand on 10 on what I did. I stand on it. That's just how it is. And like I said before, like I don't, I'm not gonna sit up here and argue all day about something. Like that's just not who I am. I'm not even a confrontational person outside this app. I'm very peaceful. I'm very zen. That's how I get down. I only like peace around me and stuff. So, I'm not gonna go back and forth with you. You could drag me all you want to. You could say whatever you want to about me. It is what it is. I can't change nobody's opinion on me, and I definitely, I guess I just don't care really.
So here's the thing: you're acknowledging that I asked you not to say anything because, listen, I've been dealing with it. It is what it is. But I couldn't control that you got tired of seeing it and hearing it, and you chose to speak up. But it got projected like I put a battery in your back to go say something for me. And that's what it's like. I just want people to stop creating false narratives and take my word for it. If I say something happened the way that it did, 9 times out of 10, that's exactly what it was. So if Frankie is telling you, Bella ain't telling me to say shit, these were my feelings, these were my actions. If you feel away, take it up with me, not her. Oh no, Bella trying to throw Frankie under the bus. I said, well, I'll be fucking damned. It's like you can literally lay a textbook out in front of the motherfucker and they still don't want to read what's on the page. I'm like, that says red, but you telling me it says blue. That's not what that word says. It's red. No, it says blue. Okay, I ain't about to argue with you because you seeing what you want to see
Mm-hmm.
and you hearing what you want to hear. So it's a waste of time when you're trying to reason with people that don't want to reason with you. They're fixated on making you out to be problematic so it can cover up the things that they have going on and the things that they do. Because the reality is, let's take a step back for a moment, right? Really ask yourself, what the fuck has Bella been in as of lately? Besides doing my show, what controversy did I have with anybody? And I will mute.
I don't. I wish I knew more of the details of what, because I just don't know who, and what, and where, and how. All I'm from what you are telling me, it seems like there is some confusion, and you have a right to your feelings. You can't ever say I can't tell you how to feel. I wish that there was a way that you guys could come to some understanding, and it all you guys can kumbaya, but realistically, well, from what you describe, and these people don't want that. So then I feel like you just move around. Like you, like I just think like you just move around. Don't go in these spaces. Don't talk about them. They don't talk about you if they can help it or if you can help it. And you just continue to move and live your life without them included. That's how I operate. You know, it is I just feel like you're not going to get everyone to agree with you or see your position, and that is okay, and it will kill you in the long run trying to get people to see your position or reason with people who choose to be um obtuse. Like, you have to recognize that people literally will choose to be obtuse and do false equivalents, and it's just that's where they're at with you. And you don't I would suggest not caring. And I'm not talking about you don't care what people think of you. I'm not talking about that, because that's just primal instincts as a human being. I'm talking about not caring in a sense of I'm going to keep doing what I got to do for myself and my mental health. And they can keep talking about me as much as they want. And that's fine, because you can't control them.
Right, right.
You just really
I
can't.
I honestly think when you can't find a good understanding, is just know it's a lesson in it. That's all. Like you just learned something. And I would say for Frankie, it doesn't matter if you said something or not. You did what you felt, and always do what you felt.
Yeah.
And the next time around, you kind of you would kind of judge it like, is it really worth it? But we all are at different levels of learning the social skills for real, because a lot of us got some messed up social skills. A lot of us are very intelligent when it comes to that, but I mean, listening to this, I wasn't there, but it seemed like, I mean, do you, Frankie? You stood up for your friend. I'm proud of you. And at the same time, both of y'all kind of learned the lesson. Like, okay, I see where this is at. And like I said in the beginning, this is when I can't find a solution in something and people just mad. I just look at it like, okay, well, what's the lesson out of it? Because I'm not gonna waste my time. I got to get something out of it, a lesson, a word, or
To be
something.
honest with you, the lesson for me was like, you just never fucked with me for real, and you just couldn't wait to express your disdain. Is how I'm looking at it. I don't see no
Mhm.
other way to see it. The fact
Mhm.
that Diamond herself said, "Listen, it's Diamond Mafia, so if they see me being disrespected, they gonna come through and activate on you." She's talking
Mhm.
about like not even being exaggerated. At minimum, 50 people that's gonna come through and stand in the paint for her. Frankie is one
Mhm.
person. One person spoke up for me because they did not like what was being done, and she was ostracized for that. And it was a big thing over one person. So I'm like, am I supposed to be on this app where nobody fuck with me for real? I just do my show and go about my business. Like, I'm not supposed to have nobody that truly support me when I'm seeing people
Right.
like huddle in packs. If one is going through something, the whole crew over there jumping on somebody. I don't do that. I don't
Mm.
have that. So to insinuate it like, oh, it happened this way, it happened that way. No. Frankie saw something, she spoke up, she got jumped on. I voiced my feelings on what took place and how I'm gonna move forward, and it still was made out to be problematic. So at that point, it's like I can't reason with you. And in the conversation, it's like you already showed me what it was going to be. I watch how you do other people. That's another thing. Quiet as kept. I sit back and watch
Mhm.
how other people try to come and have a conversation. They getting disrespected. They getting dropped. They getting muted. They getting jumped on by
Right.
multiple people. And I was supposed to just
Mhm.
be comfortable with that. And I'm like, who y'all be like? I really have to ask myself, like, who do these people be thinking they be talking to? Like, I don't know if they think I'm one of them, if I don't have the comprehension skills to understand what they're trying to do. But you basically wanted me to just sit back in a pile up session and just get disrespected and dragged.
Well, that just
That's
goes
Yes.
to show you how much, I don't know if I can say this word, but just picking on people. You know what I mean? And the good thing is you learned a lesson out of it, because now you can go back and look at all the previous red flags like you mentioning right now, and you'll know how to move forward when you insert yourself in a big group or even another group, because that's how I operate. A lot of times I go in people's rooms, I don't say much. I just watch how they treat people, how they talk to each other, how they talk to new people that come in the room, because you got to know, if I'm thinking about being a part of that room at some point, however they're treating people on that panel that day, it's gonna turn on me one day. So I stay out of a lot of controversy rooms because I'm like, okay, one day y'all gonna turn around and be like, you know what? She's so been here for a while. Let's pick on her now. And I'm not a malice person. I don't wake up. I don't have those type of feelings where I want to be mean to people. Even when they rude to me, I still don't want to be mean. It doesn't. Like I said before, it's a personal issue they got going on spiritually or emotionally or financially, something going on. But I know I don't have that problem. So,
And you can't expect everybody to, also at the same time, you can't expect everybody to be you in situations. They just, like, I really think a lot of these folks don't have the capacity. They just do not. I don't know. From what I've witnessed, um I never need a group of people to speak on my behalf. I'm fully capable of going and speaking on up for myself. And I don't need to drag anybody with a group of women or a group. I don't need any of that. I'm a one-man army. That is not my expectation for my supporters or my followers. I do not need that. And quite frankly, I am not going to argue with someone who I truly believe is beneath me. I'm just not doing it. You just don't have that. You don't get that from me. And also some people want to drag you. You have to recognize that too. Some people literally want to drag you specifically and they want you to sit there and endure it, and they will call that accountability because of whatever abuse they experienced as a child. Maybe, I look at a lot of these folks that be yelling and cursing and talking to people like they're animals, like they're beneath, like they're nobody. I believe somebody talked to them like that, because there's no way that you would get up on the internet at your fully grown age and want to drag someone if you learned healthy communication as a child. So somebody talked to you that way, and now you're trying to in turn abuse me in the way you were abused growing up. And I'm not going for that. And they call that accountability or tough love. So I mean,
Loving that because I know how to have a conversation with you. I can talk to you at this tone right here. My voice ain't high. I'm not cussing at you. But the moment
mm-hmm,
I'm trying to reason with you and I'm like, Ray, I ain't got no issues with you. It's just that some things that be going on over in your space, I don't agree with, and I just want to bow out. But again, I don't got no problem with you, Ray. And your response to me is, yes, you do. You do got a problem with me. What
mm-hmm.
else is the
They
conversation about at that point?
they wanted you to come up out of that. And I learned that a lot. People don't like that when you can be you all the way through a whole situation. It doesn't matter what's going on. But when you can remain calm, collective, and classy, people cannot stand that. I don't know why, but it eats them up. So more power to you, sister.
Guys, to double tap the screen, show Morgan some love, show the panel some love. This is a very good conversation that we needed to have. So we want to thank everybody for coming in today.
yeah.
Absolutely. Please tap the screen. It is a lot. We should all go on mute because they just listening. This ain't no fishbowl. No, it's kidding.
And
Yeah.
guess what? Even after all that, I still say I ain't got no problem with nobody. When I wake up in the morning, I'm blessed. I'm here. I still have all my limbs, got breath in my body. My family don't want for nothing. I'm in a great space mentally, emotionally, like physically, financially. Like life is good. So it's like when I say that, I truly mean it. I'm not out here to tear nobody down, to big myself up.
Hmm.
And I do
That's what's
hope that
up.
at some point people do learn to practice that. You don't need to tear other people down to big yourself up. That ain't gonna
Hmm.
get you but so
So
far.
Frankie, I'm gonna do it this way. Tap that goddamn screen. And remember that on Friday night at 9 o'clock, Morgan Brittany goes live. It is the Girls Club. They are talking fitness and beauty and health for women. It is a women's live. It is a
Thank you.
girls live, not a girls hating girls live. On Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern time, to all the 360 whatever people is in here, The women, not you messy ass dudes, the women. Friday night at 9 o'clock. So please tap the screen, enjoy the good conversation, and make sure Friday night y'all are here subscribing, tapping, enjoying the conversation, joining in, showing what you got, giving up the good love that you have. No negativity will be accepted because I will block your ass. Just letting you know. So come in, have a good time on Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Girls Convention, Girls Club, or Girls Day. Now, have a good day. Hey, Bone Collectors, I see y'all in there. I see y'all. Do y'all thing.
So I hope that Bella, you feel a little bit better. Know that you can't solve every problem with every person, and nor should you want to. Sometimes just let it be and keep it moving. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. I hope you
That's
feel
exactly
better.
what I'm going
And
to continue to do.
yeah, like keep doing what you're doing. That's all you can really do. And whoever's talking, let them talk.
Keep running them motherfucking numbers up. Run them up. Stand in the paint with that shit. Put all that pink shit on, throw your court shit on, and run them goddamn numbers up Sunday. Y'all
And
know
I
what's up.
will be in there
Sunday, what? All
watching
350
and
people that's in
see.
here gonna be there.
I'm in there watching. I just listen quietly and just see what the heck is going
Man,
on.
I'm about to go download the auto clicker. They said you can get an auto clicker and you ain't even gotta use
You
your finger.
sure
I'm gonna go get
can.
me an auto clicker. I'm gonna go get
They
me an
do.
auto clicker. About to pump her up to 3 million likes. The fuck? Yeah. I said I'm gonna go get one. Figure it out today when I stop this good old truck from moving. But
Right.
yeah,
Do a
tap the
video on
screen,
it so
use
we
your
can do it
finger.
too.
On my mama I am. And to my favorite creators, I will have an auto clicker ready for y'all. If I like your live, I'm gonna like your live.
Hmm.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. Is this the
I
one?
hope you feel better, Bella. I hope that you got some peace in the midst of all of this. I didn't even know all of this was going on, girl.
Listen, I just said
Judge
that.
Millie?
I try to let God just do the work and let peace be still. But my flesh was like, God, I'm angry. I need you to talk to me because how is it that this message that was delivered today was received, but mine wasn't? And to hear y'all give me understanding, my soul is calm.
Yeah.
So I
Amen.
really appreciate
Amen.
y'all.
Amen to that. I say,
Thank you.
well, I'm glad we could get it. We could help you ease your mind. Morgan Brittany, are
She
you
in the
are you
car.
are you ready for the change that's coming very soon, girl, with the girls live? I look forward to that. I look forward to you doing the makeup. I've been waiting for you to do that makeup because your makeup be snatched, girl.
Thank you.
Right? I didn't
I
went
don't
and
know if
bought
y'all
me
can
some
hear
new
me.
stuff.
I can hear you.
I
We
don't
can
know if
hear
y'all
you.
can hear me. I'm in the car and I ain't wanted to be choppy. Y'all know I love y'all real, real bad, right? So thank y'all for doing my commercial break for me. I love my team. I love Bella, Just, Minnie, Millie. Ray, I love you so. Frankie, yeah, we going up. Be there
Hmm.
Sunday, no matter
We love you
what.
back.
I'll
Be
be
there
there on
Friday night
Sunday
too.
and I'll be here on Friday night.
Yes,
Friday night. So,
ma'am. Oh, and
wait a
I'm
minute.
Friday.
at
What's Sunday?
HMC,
What did
but
I
I'll be
miss
here.
for
Oh no, I got a date
Sunday?
on Friday.
Sunday is court at 8 o'clock, baby.
Oh,
Baby,
okay. Court.
listen.
Okay. You keep. Okay.
I
Yeah.
forgot court. This
I'm
wait,
like,
I
wait
didn't
a
know
minute. What's
court started at
Sunday?
8 a.m. 8 a.m. on a
Oh, look
Sunday.
at y'all throwing it up in the chat. I see
Yes,
Y'all
it
see them
it.
do.
Eastern
emotes?
Standard
I see
Y'all see
Time.
them
ya.
No, it's
emotes? Go ahead
coming
and
around
subscribe, good
11.
people. Let's go,
Every
good people.
Sunday at 8
Subscribe and hit that
o'clock.
live goal for me.
Just Millie. Okay? The big
And
one,
every
not the little
Wednesday and
one.
Friday at 9 o'clock at night, Wednesday and Friday, Morgan Brittany goes live. These are girls' lives. These are not hating girls' lives. Because hating hoes ain't happy and happy hoes ain't hating. You hear me?
And we doing eyelashes.
Why they gotta be
Shut
hoes
up,
though,
P.
Keys?
That's the song, bruh. That's the song. That's the song. Y'all heard
He
French
said,
Montana say it best. I'm just agreeing with what the man said.
And Friday, we getting you ready for the weekend. We're going to put on some eyelashes. We doing a tutorial. I'm going to take you through my skincare because the makeup can't lay like it needs to lay unless the skin is right. We're gonna do a shoe haul and a perfume haul, and we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have the music vibing, people sliding in and out. We're gonna have a good time on Friday, and then we're gonna be right back at it on Sunday at 8 o'clock. Bella's Court.
I can't wait to learn how to put these lashes on, child, because that's one thing I have not been able to do.
Me either, Ray, and that's the reason why I'm big on like asking for what I need, right? Because I don't know everything. I don't know how to do everything. So therefore, let me give me some great women around me that have the elements that I need to make me the best person that I can be. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna learn. We're gonna heal. And this is what this was about. Bella needed a space where she can come be herself. And we human. Life is on life on this app. And so she just needed a space for us to come love on her. So I want y'all to throw some pink hearts up in here for Bella, because it takes courage to do the things that she does every Sunday. Being a big creator on this app is not easy, and a lot of people look up to Bella, and I just want to give her her flowers. I hit Bella up, and it's been up ever since, and she could have easily been like, who is this? You know what I'm saying? So, and shout out to Keys for telling me to, jump in her inbox, because I saw Bella in me. And Frankie has opened us with open arms and soul. She's in my girls club working out. So it's just a community here. You come over here, we're gonna uplift you. We're gonna make sure you get what you need over here, and that's a fact.
And I love you even though you're a barb, but it's okay.
Don't do that, Frankie. Don't do it.
You're a barb, Morgan. I didn't know you were a barb. I did a whole video.
Okay.
We can go there one day. We need to go. That could be a lie, baby. We could do that, Frankie.
Hey, I'm a hottie all the way.
I'm from Megan. I be having the barbs in my lives. They be eating me up, child, and I love every minute of it.
Now, baby, we know
hottie like me.
so we gotta
Hotties
go
are the best. And Beehive
immediately after.
They eat me up, child. I'm like, please don't come and hit me too hard. And some of them follow me now, because I said, please do not. I'm not against Nikki. I just think Nikki goes on these rants that makes her look wild. Like, I don't want to say crazy, but just wild. And she's from New York and I'm from New York, so she's just wilding out.
I agree. Nikki got some songs I like to say Yikes, and of course Moment in Life. You know what I'm saying? I love old Nikki. I love the old Nikki. The new Nikki, yeah, I'm with it. But the old Nikki, I would never change on that. But I'm just a hottie, straight up. I love Meg. I think
too.
I love her energy.
I dreamed about Megan Thee Stallion last night. I dreamed I was at a party with her. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I feel like
now y'all know.
I feel like Meg is a true girl's girl. I feel like she's a true girl's girl.
Let's keep it real. Y'all wouldn't have no beef or no albums right now, no tours, if Nikki didn't cause, a little commotion. Let's keep it honest.
God, here you go.
Keep it honest.
Brittany. Now let's not do that.
We're giving the girls a run for their money.
Meg was gonna give us an album, okay? Meg was gonna give us an album, just like Beyonce gave us a country album. I'm part of the Beehive and the Hotties, and that's just what it is.
Oh, yes, I'm definitely part of the Beehive.
I'm a Beehiver.
Oh, definitely part of the Beehive.
Don't be saying too much Nikki stuff because they come out of nowhere, child.
Frankie, when you want to do this verses? Because, baby, I'm ready to put it on the floor.
You can't be a part of the Beehive and be a barb.
Why I can't be both?
Because
they not beefing.
Nikki got a problem with Beyonce, and we take no Beyonce songs in the Beehive.
When did that happen, Frankie?
Did she try to come at Beyonce on a song?
Divine, she need to put out another album. Okay?
Divine say party game.
Yeah, stop being scary.
Divine, I'm blocking you.
I like Cardi B. Is that who she's talking about?
Yeah, that's what she's talking about.
I'm just messing with Divine. I love Divine.
She did both. Yeah, she did, Kendra. I didn't know Nikki had a problem with Beyonce. That is just.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I thought she made like a little.
Beyonce sent her something for her tour, y'all. She ain't got no problem with her.
Beyonce sends everybody flowers. Don't feel special.
Be quiet, Frankie. What you want a woman to do?
I don't think Nicki Minaj will make a problem with Beyonce. I think that would just be I think that would be doomsday for her, honestly.
Yeah, I don't think that'd be a good move.
I know she wanted to be on a Rock Nation and they didn't accept her and all that stuff. And that was a slight toward her, but that has nothing to do with Beyonce. And I think she knows how to differentiate.
Yeah, and Nicki won that lawsuit to get artist day streaming rights. So that's the biggest issue why the hate train came about and why I had to put Cardi in position. But we can talk about that at a later date because we can really get into some things. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know enough about it to even have a debate about it. All I do
Right.
know is I like Megan's songs. I think I like Nicki Minaj. I just feel like she be in her feelings a bit too much. I don't know if she's on them DRUG drunk. I don't know.
Man, what she say? Cardi said, I've been down 9 times, but I get up 10. I don't need
Oh, here
another
you
album.
go.
Yeah,
That is my
whatever.
song,
Yeah,
bro.
whatever. Put a Lauryn Hill. Don't drop nothing else. Leave it with the classic. We don't need. We
Man,
cool.
get up
Leave me with the
10.
classic.
Yeah. That's
But
a
she want to
Yeah,
be the
one of the.
queen
old bar
though.
song.
You can't say you want
She.
to rumble and be the queen and put one out. That ain't how that works. She want that crown. She done said it.
You think Cardi want the crown? I think Cardi just want to make her
Absolutely.
money and have babies, child. That's what I get off of Cardi.
Yeah, that's what I get from Cardi too. Make money and have babies. She's Spanish. How
That's
they get
it.
down?
She
Wanna have
is
a bunch of
just
babies.
that's what she want to
Then
do.
why she keep teasing the second album then and saying she's scared and stuff? If I'm gonna put out if it's just one and done, then I ain't speaking on the second album.
Cause that's what you do. That's just
Nah, either she gonna be Lauryn Hill or she don't.
Look how long it took Nicki to put out another album. She been teasing.
And honestly, it wasn't good. So
Wait,
keep my
I'm
thoughts to
gonna
myself.
disconnect you. Where it at?
I ain't listening.
Oh.
She disconnected.
We will not.
Rihanna, don't forget
Bella,
Rihanna is making money. Rihanna's making her babies and chilling.
Yeah. Shout out to Bella. Her first court was doing a Nicki versus Megan. Can we say that? Give her that flowers.
Okay.
Bella's court.
Yeah.
That's what put it on the map.
Yeah, that's what got us on the map. Thank you, Morgan. That was the first case that really kicked everything off. It was over 66,000 people at the end of the live that watched it. So
Man,
it
I ain't trying
sparked
to
a
hear
lot
none of that. You just dropped me, gang.
Uh-oh.
I'll report this
Yeah,
shit.
gang, for sure.
I'll report this shit.
Damn, y'all hitting below the belt, dropping, reporting.
Baby,
Hell yeah, we hit below the belt.
Be forever. Forever.
That's why that album was trash.
Okay.
Hey, yeah,
Where
you
my
was the
mods
first to hit
at?
them pop topics in court, huh? I am a mod. Your mods can't drop me. You was the first person to hit them topics in court, huh, Bella? On a court docket like that?
Yeah, I was. That shit was jumping.
Okay, that's fire. That's
Man,
fire.
listen, but I'm gonna tell y'all right now, Nicki fans do not
They are
care
insane.
about her. They was lighting that panel up. You hear me? That
They
live
be
was
doing
crazy.
Them little toys don't play.
They know her birth chart. They know when she get her administration. They are crazy. I'm like, I don't know if I want to tussle with these people. They know everything about Nicki Minaj, her middle name, her last name. There she has 6 toes, what nail polish she wearing today. I'm like, yo, y'all obsessed. Just leave these. When they come in my live, I'm easy.
And
they will report you. Argue with you.
Wait a minute. Did they report him?
Wait, he got reported?
Yes, Kendra. They be knowing her. Oh, she's what's the word? She's ovulating. That's too much.
So Frankie, you got to figure it out. I'm willing and able and ready. You understand me?
I'm with it. We could do it.
God is good because usually my phone through my car will be acting up. Look at God. He gonna show up every time. That's why I was on mute for so long, y'all. I like to talk. I didn't want y'all to think I was scared. Thank y'all for liking the screen, tapping.
I was saying maybe she just want to drop the topic a little bit because they start coming in.
Yeah,
change it up and make it something more than it is. And all people have a right to talk about how they feel. Can we make that normalized that people have a right to talk about how they feel?
Yeah, because you get bullied on this app. You can't speak. You can't say certain names. You can't feel a certain type of way. You're not allowed to be human and have your own feelings. Unfortunately, scary side of TikTok, I say. That's why I keep it light, girly, and fun over here. My mental health, I have to protect my peace at all costs.
Me too.
Yes. I love myself too much. I love my son too much. Y'all got kids. Y'all got to realize they see what y'all doing. And they pick up on that energy. And you wonder why they do certain things. Got to hold yourself accountable. You the first person they look
You're
at.
absolutely right. Because how I'm gonna tell my children to learn how to use their words and communicate, and then when it's time for me to communicate, every other word is bitch, hoe, fuck you, you
Mm-hmm.
this, that. Like how am I gonna tell my kids how they supposed to conduct themselves when they're having a disagreement with somebody?
Mm-hmm.
That yeah, like we gotta be the example. So we're not gonna make all the right decisions as well. Nobody telling us to walk around like we God on this motherfucker. But it's obvious that when we see that we doing something wrong, and it's clear as day that you're doing something wrong, pull yourself up like, all right, you know what? I handled that wrong. Let me do better. But you gotta want to do better. Let's start there. Some
You
people
got to
just
want to grow. You got
comfortable.
to want
Yeah,
to
some people just
evolve in
comfortable
life.
where they are.
Yeah, you got to. I don't want to be around nobody that's not going, that's a yes man and I can't evolve. Because I want to be my best self.
Nah, don't
I
start with
want to
that yes
unlock the
man
next
shit. Don't
level.
get me started with that yes man shit. That was the first live I did. That
Y'all don't
live,
want to
man.
unlock a new level in life? Are y'all not tired of repeating the same cycle? Because, baby, life is short. You got to want to unlock some things in your life. So it's this feeling that I get when I go certain places and I feel certain things when you really at peace with yourself. Y'all really got to deal deep down to get that. And it does not require all this stuff that y'all be doing. It's crazy.
It requires that you,
Outside.
yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry,
Go ahead,
Brittany.
Ray. My bad. You
It
good. Go ahead.
requires it. You know what I've done in the last year? I took a break. And I
Mm.
started to, I did 15 days in partial patient. I put myself in partial patient where I went there for 8 hours a day. I wanted to assess, address, and resolve some of the feelings. And I wanted to understand why I respond to certain things in the way that I was responding. Why, just tapping into what's going on with me. And I paid to do this. And what it boiled down to is um you can't make anyone see you the way you see yourself. That's number one. And you have to start seeing yourself the way God sees you and forget about what the world sees you as. And when you start seeing yourself the way God sees you,
Come on now.
what'll happen is you stop going into those
Thank
spaces.
you. Yeah.
You stop speaking the way you used to speak. You stop trying to make someone see you the way you see you. Because
Mm-hmm.
it's not necessary. God already sees you. God sees you in and out. And when you start seeing the way you see yourself the way God sees you, you'll just all of a sudden there is a peace and a joy that is sustainable. Even
Right.
on your worst days. It's like a vacation. Somebody's asking me what's partial patient. It's like a vacation. It's like intense therapy. That's what I did. I did some intense therapy for 15 days. And I suggest
Mm.
everyone does do that. It is a gift to yourself. People talk about self-care, but they're just talking about putting on nice makeup, getting their hair done, and getting a massage. Self-care
Mm-hmm.
truly is tapping into those things that make you the toxic individual that you are. Because everyone has toxic ways. Every single person on the planet. And you need to find out what happened to you to get you there. And so what I did is I tapped into that. And then now when people talk crap about me, I don't believe it. So it doesn't impact me in the same way that it did maybe a year ago or 2 years ago. It doesn't sting, it doesn't trigger me. And so I find myself not even like wanting to argue the points anymore. It's like, shut up. You do not know me. You did not live my reality, and you cannot speak about me, period.
Hey Morgan,
And then you stay out of it.
I just came out from the shadows just to say this.
Come on now.
Um, I from January until now, I have made a
Mm-hmm.
promise to myself that I wanted to be more softer. And I know
Mm-hmm.
when women say that, it kind of strikes a nerve of like, what do you mean be more softer, you know? But it was a thing that I was battling with myself because I had a hatred. I had something bitter sitting and brewing inside of me. If I wanted to work on myself, and if I wanted to be softer, if I wanted to be less combative, if I wanted to be this person that I know I can be, I had to take myself out of situations and surroundings where it drowns that energy out of me, because it's not going to help me. It's not going to develop me. It's not going to build me to where I need to be. Because when you sit up and be in spaces where people are not where you're trying to be, or not trying to grow and okay with who they are and what they doing, it rubs off on you. And when you leave
Yes.
out that room, you feel this toxic energy that just subdues you, and now it ruins your day. Now, because it's ruining your day, how are you going to find time to build yourself, to make yourself better? And I realize how much energy this app and these spaces and these arguments and these combative people were holding me back from being the best person I need to be. So that's when people, I think a lot of people need to step back and really analyze the spaces and the people that they be around, because those very people are the same people that drowning that energy out to be the very best that you need to be. And that's all I needed to say.
Come on now, that's a word.
Amen. Go on,
Like,
girl. That
throw
was
them gifts.
beautiful.
Yes.
Yes. Run from it, girl. That's real self-care.
Yeah.
That
That's
is
why I want
real
to do her.
self-care.
And you know,
Absolutely.
I have been, I do want to say, I have been tempted to come out of my character within the last couple of weeks. I thought about reverting to the person and dogging hoes and stepping on necks and calling bitches big back. But you know what? I have not, because it's not going to put me anywhere but in a bad space, in a bad head. And now I'm going to be at home in the real life where I touch grass, having this unnecessary energy that was brought on by people I don't even know.
Girl, say that again. Say that part again.
Bringing this toxic energy that I got from these parasocial relationships, from the real life relationships. I'm bringing that and creating toxic energy in my real life. And that's not cool. That's
Ooh-wee.
not normal nor healthy. And I think we need to take a step back and really analyze that before we sit up. And like earlier today, the conversation was about friends. And we need to really sit back and wonder, is this friend really healthy for my lifestyle? Nah. But that's all I gotta say. Y'all keep blessings alive, and I love y'all.
Forgot that one part you said, and I'm bringing all this stuff into my real life, and this is from people I do not even know. I don't even know these people. Mm.
So y'all, I'm out here touching grass. And I don't want to just like lead a conversation. So, we're gonna wrap this on up, okay? And
Let's wrap it up.
I'll see y'all Friday.
Okay.
I think we got our point across. Did we get our point across?
I
We
Yes.
think
did. I
so.
think we did what
Everybody
we needed
gone.
to do. Yeah. Everybody said
We
okay.
did that.
We're done here. So
That's enough.
y'all, thank y'all so much
I
for
say,
joining.
everybody,
And y'all have a good day. Do something to make somebody smile while you make yourself smile. I see y'all Friday 9 o'clock. I'ma cam up like I always.